So I have a little confession to make. I had actually done this drawing and done most of the editing for this video at least a week ago. And I kept on putting it off because I never really got a chance to sit down and record some narration. So I guess that's what I'm doing now. I don't know, last week was really noisy and I really found the time to do it, and that's why. So I decided I would draw a picture of someone standing in the rain, because I think that's my favorite feeling in the world. Well, that, and it started raining while I was sitting down trying to figure out what to draw. It's been raining a lot recently, so I don't know, maybe it's just Oklahoma weather. I think the best feeling ever is when you're sitting in the rain, like curled up with a book or watching some television or just hanging out with some friends. Because it's really, I guess, calm and peaceful. I don't know, needless to say, there's a reason there are sound makers that do nothing but play the sound of rain falling. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not sure whether I talked about it in my last video, but I'm using micron pens, and they're felt-tipped pens, but the ink they use, it's not water-based, and it will not blend in or get smudged or anything when you add water, which is why I'm using these instead of my regular pens for watercolors. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds when I start applying paint. What else can I talk about here? I drew a robot instead of a person here because it was actually a character I had designed a while ago when I was drawing for my AP art portfolio. Now I think about it, I actually do need to check that because I have no idea what my scores are yet. But I'll look that up as soon as I'm done with this. If you've heard any rattling in the background, that's my bird. I haven't really let her out of the cage that much, so I'm going to try really hard to get better about letting her out and letting her fly around whenever she wants to. I don't know, I come from a family that owns a lot of dogs, so it's weird making the switch to birds, I guess. But I've had a fascination with birds recently, in my defense. Like when I was looking for birds online, like researching different types of birds, what the pros and cons are of having a large bird versus a small bird. And while larger birds do tend to live longer, smaller birds like parakeets and budgies and cockatiels don't live nearly as long, but they are a lot easier to take care of and a lot easier to tame. I'll say this much, my bird definitely has an attitude. I had to take her to the vet yesterday because she needed her nails to be trimmed, because if they get too long, that's really dangerous for them to stay that long without being trimmed at all. Like, I was worried that she'd try to climb something in her cage, and then maybe she'd get tangled in it, and then in an attempt to break free from it, she'd end up breaking her nail, or her leg, or worse. So that's why I went to take her to the vet yesterday. Anyways, here I'm trying a technique where I'm using wet paint on a lot, and I mean a lot of water.